hear from Miss Hicks's 5th grade class.
Today is Friday, September 30th, 2022, the 42nd day of school.
We are glad that you are here today, and I hope that you have left your average at home or on the bus and you are ready to have a respectful and responsible day.
Ready means being in the right place at the right time with the right stuff.
Respectful means treating others the way you want to be treated.
And responsible means doing your job with a smile on your face and giving perfect effort.
Speaking of responsibility, our first responsibility is to be ready to show respect for the rights we have in this country and in the school.
We do this by daily saying the Pledge of Allegiance, the school pledge, and doing a moment of silence.
To show respect, we say the pledge, we stop what we're doing, stand up, put our hand over heart like this, and say the pledge loudly, clearly, and with pride.
Would you please stand for the pledge and remain standing for the Kennedy School Pledge?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing for the Kennedy School Pledge.
Pledge myself as a Kennedy Dragon to be ready for the day ahead of me. I will be respectful of myself, my teachers, and all who meet throughout the day. I promise to be responsible for myself, my actions, and my learning. I'll work my hardest to be the best dragon I can be.
Please reflect silently on your day, your activities, and what you hope to accomplish.
My name is Caleb.
And my name is JC.
Another responsibility that we have to try to keep each other safe from slowing down shredder germs.
We do this by frequently washing our hands. When we wash our hands, we want to use soap and water and an alcohol-based hand sanitizer.
When we wash our hands, we want to get all parts of our hands, the palms of our hands, the backs of our hands, in between our fingertips, plus our wrist and our thumb.
When we wash our hands, we want to do it for at least 20 seconds, so let's wash our hands. Everyone have an awesome day.
Bye. I hope y'all enjoy.
Now that we have washed our hands, done our pledges, and done a moment of silence, let's get started with birthdays.
Happy birthday today to Christian Gonzalez, who's 11, Julian Mascat, who's 9, and Miss Pittman has a birthday today.
On Saturday, October 1st, Callie Garner, who will be 10, Riley Sylvian will be 9, London Tanner will be 7, Valencia Ortez will be 7, and Judah Daniel will be 7, and Miss Wade has a birthday.
On Sunday, October 2nd, Porter Rockwell will be 10, and Miss Angeline will have a birthday.
Please make sure that you come to the media center to get your birthday ribbon.
Our next responsibility each morning is to make our lunch choice.
For lunch today, we're supposed to be having stuffed crust pizza, baby carrots, cheesy broccoli, and sliced peaches.
If you don't want stuffed crust pizza, you can always get PB&J or yogurt and muffin. You're supposed to say that.
You didn't pause it.
Here to tell us about the weather is Alina.
And I'm Haven.
And we're going to bring you today's weather.
Today's weather is going to be a soggy one.
We have a good chance of rain with only a high of 68 and a low of 55.
Hey, at least it's Friday, so that's good, right?
Right.
All right, with me today to tell some dad jokes is Neymar. Neymar the comedian from Miss Ballard's class. So Neymar, let's hear your first one.
Okay, what did Mars say to Jupiter?
I don't know. What did Mars say to Jupiter?
Are you married? Because it has a ring on it.
Oh, because it has a ring on it. That's a good one. All right, dad joke number 2, Neymar. Let's hear it.
Okay, what superhero hits home runs?
Which superhero hits the most home runs? I don't know.
Batman.
Because it hits a bat. All right, good one.
For the month of September, we're supposed to be focusing on character star attribute of respect.
We always say respect means treating others the way you want to be treated.
But it also means seeing the value in all people and all things and treating them with care.
As we focus this month on respect, we are going to share with you examples of people being respectful by
Listening, being a friend, and resolving conflict, seeing others' perspective by being a leader.
Neymar the comedian with dad joke numeral 3.
How does a barber go to work?
How does a barber, you mean someone who, how does a barber go to work?
It takes shortcuts.
I like the hand gesture. Good job. Comedian with dad joke number 3. Let's hear it.
Okay. Why are football stadiums always cold?
Why are football stadiums always cold?
Yeah. Because there's a lot of fans.
Because all the fans. I got
It is
it.
now time for our morning message.
Please make sure you are being respectful listener to JC and Haven as they bring us the morning message.
Good morning, Kennedy Elementary. This is Haven.
And JC,
With a few words of wisdom.
as citizens in the United States of America, we can choose where we live and how we make a living. We can choose where we worship. We can get a public education. Sometimes we don't stop to be grateful for these rights of freedom.
Author Pearl S. Buck says, duty is the other side of rights.
Duty is what a person ought to do. Miss Buck is saying we have to have a duty to our country and each other to keep our freedom. How? By being honest, responsible citizens who work at making our school, our communities, and our country the best it can be.
Ask yourself this: what are my duties as an American? Then look for ways to be an active citizen.
With something to think about, this is JC.
And Haven.
Make it a great day! The choice is yours! Yeah!
Neymar the comedian's final dad joke of the day. Let's hear it.
Okay.
Don't get nervous.
Who eats sandals?
Who eats sandals?
Yes. People who don't like fast food, because you can't run with sandals.
People who don't like fast food because you can't run with sandals. That is a good one.
For all the announcements we have for the day, please help Mr. Butcher, Mr. Nooper, and your teachers help keep us safe, which is their job.
By being a ready, respectful, responsible student who's focused on graduating in the year.
Because when you're ready, respectful, and responsible student who's focused on graduating, you are
Boldly committed to student success. I'm Peyton.
I'm Maritil.
For our read aloud of the day, we are bringing you our last character strong book about respect. Next month we'll start with responsible, but we're bringing our last character strong book. This book is called Howard B. Wigglebottom Learns About Sportsmanship. Winning Isn't Everything. So it's gonna support the character strong attribute of respect, which is finding value in all things and treating them with care, or like we've said, treating others the way you want to be treated. Still going to try to read fluently. Reading fluently means that I read the words correctly at a good pace, not too fast, not too slow, and with expression. And then also too, this is an opportunity for you to practice what good readers do as they're listening to the story. Listen for the character, who or what the story is about. We know it's probably going to be about Howard B. Wigglebottom. Listen for the setting, where and when it's taking place. Listen for the sequence of events, what happens first, next, last, and the problem, the solution, the plot. There we go. So Howard B. Wigglebottom learns about sportsmanship. Winning isn't everything. There's our cover. There's our title page. Our title page always says the author of this book is Howard Binkow and Reverend Anna Susan B. Quarlesner. Howard B. Wigglebottom didn't like to lose. He just had to be the best at everything. At the fair, Howard won the seed spitting contest. He won the sledgehammer and pie eating contests. He won the skateboard, pogo stick, and dunk the clown contests. As long as Howard came in first, he was happy. But no one can come in first every time in everything. Once, when Howard came in second, he threw a temper tantrum and kicked the second place trophy. Howard even cheated his friends to win. knocked him over, cheating in cards, keeping cards underneath his thing. When his soccer team made it to the finals, he told himself that coming in second is not okay. Winning meant everything. He was going to see to it that his team won. When the big day arrived, Howard yelled at his teammates if they made mistakes. He was a ball hog and wouldn't share. Howard tripped a player on the other team just as he was about to score a goal. Then he talked back to his coach. "Time out, Howard." Howard called the other team's players bad names. He was taken out of the game. "Howard, this is not okay," said the coach. "You need to learn about sportsmanship and being a team player. You are making poor choices and don't deserve to play." Howard was the captain of the team and best player. "Coach, the team needs me to win. Please put me back in," he begged. The coach shook his head no and said, "Sometimes there are more important things than winning." Not for Howard. "They'll lose without me, and the coach will be sorry," he thought. Howard watched his teammates cheer each other on. They treated the coaches, referees, and each other with respect. Good job, way to go for it. That's okay." An upset dad was yelling at the referee. Howard watched as the man was asked to leave. "Do I look like that?" he thought to himself. In a flash, he understood how badly he had been behaving. He felt so embarrassed and ashamed. "Please, Coach, I don't want to be like that dad," said Howard. "Please put me back in. I don't want to let the team down." The coach nodded yes, and Howard ran to join his teammates. The score was tied with 1 minute to go. The crowd was cheering. Howard had the ball and a chance to score the winning goal, and he stopped. Instead, he passed to a teammate who took the shot and missed. Then the other team got the ball and scored the winning goal. Howard's team lost. After the game, Howard proudly accepted his team's second-place trophy. He smiled and shook his hands with the captain of the winning team. "Good job." With a wink, he said, "We'll get you next time." "Howard, you can be very proud of yourself today," said his coach. "You learned about sportsmanship and were a good team player." Howard was very happy. This second-place trophy meant more to him than all his other winning trophies put together. Howard B. Wigglebottom learns about sportsmanship. Winning isn't everything. This is a good message. I want to win everything that I do, but if I'm not a good teammate, if I'm not treating people with respect as I do it, that win may not be worth it. So you want to make sure that just because you are competitive, and you should want to win things, but that shouldn't make you change who you are. You should always treat people with respect, and you should always put forth your best effort, and you should always try to win, but understand that sometimes you can't win everything, and it's not worth winning if you're going to cheat, and it's not worth winning if you're going to treat people badly to do it.